What's up, guys? It's Broke Briar Gal, and today I have my most anticipated video of the year, my 2025 Breyerfest haul. Woohoo! Absolutely insane Breyerfest for me. I regret nothing. I spent way too much money, and I came home with a whopping 19 models. So yeah, it was crazy. But I got some dream horses of mine and some absolutely amazing finds. And yeah, I'm so excited to go over what I picked up. We're going to start up with my Clarion pickups. These are horses that I purchased kind of ahead of time. I put a deposit down and I met people up for. First up, as you can see, is the glorious Lilywin. He is, I think, from the 2024 Premier Club. He might be from 2025, but he's a recent Premier Club model. I also have his box. I put it somewhere, but I can't find it. But this one has this glorious kind of light, buttery buckskin color. I believe, yes, he also has a Nan card from one of his previous owners. I absolutely love this mold. I think that it's just so beautifully done, and it's so detailed. Like, even the little tiny feathers that you can see on here and every little wrinkle on his face is just, oh, absolutely gorgeous. And it's so dynamic, the way that his mane and tail are just flowing. He was one that I knew I had to get, and I found him at a pretty good price, and so I was super excited to add this lovely guy to my collection. Next up was an absolute freaking grail of mine, and that is Ryan and Cadell. They are this adorable mare full set from the Premier Club in 2019. And guys, look at how glorious this shading is and her soft, soft dapples. The mare does have a little smudge on her face, but I picked them up for only $200, which is insane. Oops, sorry, that little bump there. Insane for this set. Typically, I saw them going anywhere from $250 to even $400, but I am so happy that I was able to get them. This little Welsh mare and pony full set is one of my favorite molds that Breyer has ever done. I just think that she has, especially the mare, has just a sweet little innocent face, and I just knew that I had to have them, and I was so stoked to finally get to add them to my herd. My third and final pickup that I did at the Clarion is Latigo. Ironically, all of my pickups from the Clarion this year were Premier Club models. I've really been getting into Premier Club models. I think that they are just some of Breyer's best work. So Latigo is an older Premier Club model. I believe he's from, I think, 2013 or 2014. And this is a lovely copy that I got from someone who he believe I also have some Nan cards from his previous showing. He has very nice, crisp markings and some really nice shading. His eyes are also super cute. He has a very sort of kind eye. Sorry, my camera doesn't really like to focus, but you get the gist of that. I really was in need of my show string to have some solid stock horses, so I'm happy that I can finally get somebody to be that stock horse of my collection. Unfortunately, I picked him up, I think, on Friday night, so I didn't have the chance to show him in the open show, but that's okay. The next show, we will definitely get him in there. Something else that I picked up on, I believe, Thursday, no, it was Wednesday night at the Clarion, are these adorable pony pouches. They have really cute designs. There's like horses, this one's like question marks, some more little horsey designs. And guess what? You guys are gonna die. These are handmade pony pouches, and I got them for $5 a piece. Insane. Now, they do need to have some Velcro added on, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I kind of regret not getting more of them because, as we all know, you're going to buy a lot of horses at Breyerfest, and a lot of times we don't have enough pouches. So, yeah, if you ever see pony pouches this cheap, get them, because they were also pretty thick and really nice. Alright, so getting into some actual finds that I found in the room, we're actually going to start off with my Peter Stone that I got. I got this adorable, I think it's the Ideal Stock Horse little paint mare. She is kind of this super cute Grula Bay color, I want to say, and very nice dappling on her. I got her for only $100. It probably won't pick up on camera. Oh, you can see a little bit on there. She has a little mark right there, but other than that, she's stunning. I believe she's from 2004 is what her belly says, and she is, I think, a run of 30. The person at the room said she's quite easy to find, but I have really been wanting to start collecting Peter Stones, so she is the first of hopefully many. Peter Stones usually tend to be a bit out of my budget, so I was quite happy that I found an affordable one that I really, really like, and I just one thing about her that I adore is just this little swishy tail. I think it's just such a nice touch, and she kind of reminds me of Treasured Moves, which is an iconic Breyer model. Another guy that I got at the Clarion is this gorgeous show jumping warm blood. I think his name is Royal Caliber. He is from 2004. He's actually fairly rare. There's only 750 of him made. And prior to seeing him in the room, I had never seen this guy before. And this guy, as you can see, is stunning. He's got just this rich, deep bay color. And honestly, guys, I think this might have been one of my best finds at Breyerfest this year. I managed to get him for only $60, and he is pristine. I also love his little base. It's like kind of grassy and flowery, which I think Breyer doesn't do that often. But yeah, he's stunning, and something about him, I don't know, it just really spoke to me and just really made me feel like, okay, I really, really want this guy. Kind of in the same room, I believe. No, actually, it was not the same room. It was a different room. I got Krypton, and this guy is a really nice copy of him. He's got really pretty dapples. He does have a little mark on his barrel, but other than that, he's quite pretty. This particular model is quite nostalgic to me because one of my childhood friends had him, and I was always so jealous, and I really wanted him. So, of course, if I found him for a good price, which I did, was like $45, I had to pick him up. And I just absolutely love this mold. I'm a sucker for the flowing mane and tail situation, which he definitely has. Also, sorry if my voice is a little questionable. I'm kind of getting over a little bit of a cold, so that is my defense. So this is one of my favorite things, honestly, that I picked up at the Clarion. I got a freaking pig, guys. Honestly, prior to this Breyerfest, I don't even know Breyer made pigs. So you can imagine my shock and awe when I found this freaking little porker at the Clarion. Like, he looks so, like, high. I just love his goofy little face. Yeah, apparently, I think he was made from, like, the 70s all the way to 2000, and he's quite nice. He doesn't really have a ton of marks on him or anything. Adorable. I knew that I really wanted some kind of Breyer animal that wasn't a horse, and I saw him new in box for like $80, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want him. Now, I didn't really want to pay $80, so I tracked him down, found him a little bit cheaper, but unfortunately, the lady who was in the room said, oh yeah, the person who owns him is not here right now, and I offered a lower price than they were asking, and so they're like, oh, if she comes back, you can go see if she'll take it. And so I was like, okay, so I waited around for a little bit. She still didn't come. I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll go shopping. And I shopped for a little bit, came back, still wasn't there. So I gave up on my poor little porker pig. But then they told me, like, oh, okay, well, maybe if you see her around, she's this lady, she's curly hair, and she's walking a pug. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'm not getting this pig. But I go shopping, and a few rooms later, guys, I see her walking the pug, this lady with curly hair. I run up to her, track her down. I'm like, hey, do you have the pig in like room 417? And she's like, oh yeah. So I make her come back. I offer her the money, and that is the story of how Jasper the pig became my pig. And I don't know why, guys, but I am ridiculously excited to have this. I really want to get like cows and stuff. I need a whole farm stat. Another cute little Clarion find that I got is this adorable Indian pony. I don't really remember her exact name, but I do know that she was from 2004. Something that really drew me to her is she's got this really cool eye. It's actually like split down the middle, blue and brown, which I just think is so unique, and I haven't seen that in a Breyer model before. She's also really nice condition. I'm a huge sucker for this mold. I think it's one of my favorite vintage molds. It just has like a really, like, something about it is so nostalgic and just sweet and just reminds me of the kind of horses that I really liked as a kid, you know, like the Spirit style of the Cimarron. She kind of was giving me Rain vibes, but all the horses that I was seeing on this mold that were nice were really expensive, and I found her for like $40, and I was like, you know what, that's a good price. I'm gonna go and get her. She was, I believe, the last Clarion purchase that I made, so I was quite happy to bring her home. Another guy that I got, I think it was like Friday night, is this beautiful little Irish Draught. He has fantastic shading. I believe he also has some Breyerfest Open Show old ribbons. I've kind of been low-key congoing this mold. I really do love it. I think it's very well sculpted. I think it shows well. And I've always kind of liked this guy, and I found him for a decent price. So I went ahead and I threw him with my pony pouches. I also love his like eyes, like this soft light brown color is just so pretty. So he is definitely one that I was super excited to add to my collection. And then next up, we're gonna go to my absolute crown jewel, Jasmine. Now this girl, if you know me, is the holy grail of holy grails. I know she's not super rare or uncommon, but let me tell you, I am picky when it comes to my Jasmines because I have seen so many. And as you can see, this one has insane, glorious shading. Like, she is dark all the way around. She kind of looks deranged front on, but just ignore that. But it's just, oh, absolutely fabulous. And this little mare has a story to her as well. I'm sorry, I'm shaking the camera like crazy because I'm so excited and I freaking love this horse. But originally, I knew I really wanted Jasmine this year. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get her. Like, I'm gonna find a nice one and I'm just gonna get her. I walk into a room, I find a Jasmine, and she's nice, she's pretty, and I'm like, 140 bucks, sold. Buy the horse. I take her home, I'm looking at her, and she's kind of light, she doesn't have a lot of shading, and I was like, I kind of had some buyer's remorse. I was kind of like, yeah, did I just kind of jump the gun on this? Because as I was shopping around some other rooms, I found another exquisite Jasmine who was super dark, super pretty, but she was for $200, and I was like, oh, do I buy another one and try to sell the other one that I have? But $200 is a lot of money. So of course, when I was shopping around and I found this girl for $140, I was like, okay, we gotta make it happen. Like, guys, look at her. Absolutely freaking stunning. And you will see from my Breyerfest open show placing that, yeah, she's fabulous. So I did manage to sell the other Jasmine. The other Jasmine also had something kind of wrong with one of her ears, so luckily, I made that very clear to the girl that bought her, but she was happy to take her. And it all worked out, and I got a fabulous Jasmine. An absolute amazing thing that I picked up at the Clarion are these glorious pony pouches. And look at how freaking cute the designs are. Like, they're all kind of coordinating this purple. I particularly love this pattern that I got. I got 5 of them, and guess what? You guys are gonna freaking hate me when I say this. I got them for 10 bucks each, which was insane because, like, you can see how freaking big these pony pouches are. Like, they will fit any traditional horse, and I swear people were selling these things for like $25 a pop. Insane. I really wish that I had bought more of these. I scoured the Clarion trying to remember what the frick room I brought them from. I don't remember. If it was you that I bought these lovely pony pouches from, hit me up. I will buy like freaking so much more, but I love them. I got so many compliments from people saying, oh my gosh, where'd you get those pony pouches? They're super soft, they're super cute, and they have 3 pieces of Velcro, so they're super secure. I really have been looking to upgrade my pony pouch game, and this was just the perfect addition to that. All right, we're going to finish things off with my actual special runs and ticket models that I got this year. And let me just say, Breyer actually devoured with quality control this year. There have been many times in Breyerfest past where I've had horses with issues, and unfortunately I know some people have had those issues, but every single horse that I got with my tickets this year, chef's kiss. Beautiful, glorious, shading, everything on point. I haven't found one thing wrong. So of course we have the celebration horse. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this guy because, you know, everybody got him. My box is a little damaged because I just threw him in my suitcase. But you know, he's cute. I wish that he had a little bit more shading. He's even more basic white on camera, but you know, he's definitely going to be more of like a play horse or a horse that I'm going to set up in my barn. So I don't really mind that he's not super detailed or anything. I actually did end up getting all 4 of the event stablemates because my family ended up coming, which was amazing. I'm not going to attempt to remember some of their names, but this is a little polo pony. He was my least favorite of the bunch originally, and actually in person, I don't mind him, or I guess her. Her shading is kind of interesting. It's more of like a rusty red color, but she's pretty. And she's super cute. I might end up keeping her, seeing how she shows. I really don't like how she looks front on, but, you know, a little cutesy. The packaging on these guys was adorable. I wish I could have saved the boxes, but they all had, like, different colors with, like, little bows. Oh, it was so adorable. This one, I believe his name, okay, I might know this one, was Kava, and he is this rich, glossy, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, glossy bay, and, yeah, I love him. I love this mold. I think that it's one that Breyer needs to use more because, again, I'm a sucker for these flowing mane and tails. This one I adore because we all know that I love the Indian pony mold. It's this really cute little Palomino Pinto. Palomino Pinto is actually like one of my favorite color combinations, and I feel like Breyer needs to just make them more. Her eyes are a bit derpy, but you know, if you look at it from the side, it's not too bad. And then, of course, I think my favorite is Prosecco. I think that's his name. Holy stunner. Do you see the shading on mine? Do you see the perfect mapping? Like, this guy is going to be insane in the show ring. He's also freaking huge for a stablemate. Like, he's a hefty boy, but the level of detail, insane. So many times, Breyer will kind of skimp out on the details on the sculpts of stablemate models, but not this guy. This guy is definitely one of my favorites in the collection. Going on to my special runs that I picked up. I had one all access ticket this year, so I picked up 2 different special runs. The first of which was my Mare in Full set. And guys, this set is beautiful. Like, look at the shading on my Full. This Full was the reason I got this set. I love him, and he did not disappoint. He is just, oh, so cute. Such a fun little playful mold. I just can't stop looking at him. And of course, we have the Mare. She actually looks, I was super surprised, way more brown in person. I know on camera she looks really red, but I actually don't mind her at all. I thought I wasn't going to like her because she would be too red, but in reality, she's a much nicer, darker shade. Now, the crowning jewel that you've probably already seen out of the corner of your eye is my surprise horse, and I got, woohoo, the glossy, I think, City Buckskin. And guys, this is a phenomenal horse. Like, the shading, the light dapples, are you kidding me? We don't know the exact quantity on this guy yet. I would guess it's somewhere between 300 to 375. I was beyond thrilled to pull this one because he was my favorite color, and of course, a glossy. I have been super lucky every Breyerfest I've been to. I've gotten one Breyerfest ticket every year, and so far, out of like 4 years, 3 of the 4 times I have gotten a glossy. So hopefully that luck will continue to years to come. So thank you so much for watching my Breyerfest haul. I hope you enjoy. There will be my placings and experience video coming so soon. So keep tuned for that, guys.